church is one thing. Getting to church on time is an entirely different matter. In my selection, Seriously Funny by Ken Davis, the comedian pastor explains something we can all relate to. You know, in spite of all that's going on in our country, in spite of all that we see around it, in spite of everything that comes our way every single day, there is a reason for joy. Do you believe that? Yeah, joy. Personally, I happen to believe that people ought to be breaking down the doors to our church to find out what all this celebration is about. We ought to have something in our lives that shows some joy. I'm so tired of people who claim to be followers of Christ who walk around with a face that looks like they've swallowed a profusely sweating toad. Have you ever run into these people? I've been a Christian for 27 years. And it's been great. And I want to say, well, tell your face. We need to send missionaries to your face. Your face has not yet heard the good news. God is the author of joy. A lot of us grew up believing if it was fun, it was wrong, right? Have any of you ever come from that? My whole picture of God was that his job was to stand somewhere up there in heaven and he'd go, behold. Now see, I knew he stood like this. I had seen them pictures. Sarah Neal haveth fun. No. Give me a break. God is the author of joy. He's the one that created it. He's the one that made it. We gotta hang on to it. If you don't believe that God is the author of joy, think back to this morning. Remember when you had kids? Sunday's one of the toughest days of the week. How many of you parents ever found yourself on Sunday morning with your hands around the throat of a child he loves very much, and you're saying something like, get ready for church, get ready now, so we can get there on time to learn about the love of Jesus. On the way to church, children become demon-possessed. I had two of the most beautiful girls. On the way to church, they'd fight like mortal enemies over nothing, over stupid stuff. This is my side of the car, this is my side over here, and you are over here, you are breathing on my side of the car. There are molecules coming from your side to my side. Any of you ever hear this? She's looking at me. Girls, do not say to your parents, she's looking at me. Your parents are not equipped to handle, she's looking at me. No human with a brain can handle, she's looking at me. So if you want to mess with your parents, say, she hit me with a crowbar. We can handle that. Give me the crowbar. Don't hit her anymore. Was it just my car? Was your car like that too? Any of you on the way to church ever grab the rearview mirror and give your children the Sunday morning look of love? That's worse than texting. What happened? He had a semi doing 80. What was he doing? Giving his children the Sunday morning look of love? Yeah, they're back there fighting. She's looking at me. I remember when my girls did that, and I didn't know what to do, but I thought, well, hey, I've already written a couple of books on family, and they've been bestsellers, so I know what I'll do. I will put them to shame. So I said, why don't you just poke her eyes out then? That was the wrong answer. I looked back there, the one child had her hands covering her face. Her eyes are already out there, rolling on the floor, and the other child's going, they're still looking at me. And then we say things that don't make any sense. Do you want me to come back there? I'll tell you what your kids are thinking. Sure, come on back. Come on, you're doing 75 miles an hour. Let's see what happens to the car. And you can't go back because you are doing 75. Why? Because you're late. You're late every day. I don't know why you were late. I know why I was late. I had girls. Now, I'm not trying to be sexist, but it takes girls a month to get ready for Sunday. That means they miss 3 Sundays every month. And they fix their hair too. Teenage girls are fixing their hair and it's not right. So they take a shower, refix it, spray it. We spend a fortune on hairspray. A fortune. You walk into our daughter's bathroom and your feet will stick to the floor. You'd see little bugs and they're going, help us, please. Yeah, poke your eyes out didn't work. So I did it, but I know some of you have done this. Did you ever grab the rearview mirror and change it to an aiming device? Oh, I'll come back there, so help me. Lean forward half an inch and you'll meet Jesus today. But God loves children. He does. He gave them the innate knowledge of that one spot in the car your arm can never reach. So you're going like that, and they're back there going strike two. I told that story about swinging my arm at the kids, and a little old man came all the way up from the back of the auditorium. It took him about 5 minutes because he could hardly walk, but he had his finger out like this. Has anyone ever come at you with their finger out like this where it turns into a nice conversation? No. No, he said, I was going to tell you something while you were talking about swinging your arm at the children. He said, God taught me about that a long time ago. I thought, this boy's going to crawl up one side of me and down the other. But I just braced myself and I said, what did God tell you? That old man got a sparkle in his eye and he said, God showed me that a touch on the brakes brings him right into play.